You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives viewers, I've got your early edition spoilers for January 20th through the 24th. Kristen panics, Xander is fooled, and Alex double dips. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and if you are not following us, please click subscribe. As we always do on early edition day, we first talk through what's happening the rest of this week, just to give you some context. So on Wednesday, January 15th, Leo is at Javi's door. He is looking for Rafe because he wants to go to Rochester and find out who this Lady W is, this new lady whistleblower whose money is being sent to Rochester. And if you remember, in the least obvious move ever, Carrie had on a I Heart Rochester shirt, and he left it there for Javi to wear, like a boyfriend move. And Leo comes in to talk, and I wonder if he's going to see that Rochester shirt and put it together, because Leo knows is definitely not Javi. And he asks about the shirt, then of course he'll tell him that it's his boyfriend Carrie's. Sarah tells Stephanie that she wants her to keep the forgery a secret, and I'm just interested to see how Sarah explains this. To some extent, it's not Stephanie's secret to tell, except that she was brought in on it and put her reputation on the line. Sarah is very worried that what Philip said will happen is correct and that Xander might kill him. Also, I think Sarah feels kind of sorry for Philip because Xander dealt with similar feelings of inferiority where his dad Victor was concerned. Meanwhile, Xander actually tries to get along with his brother Philip. And, if Philip were smart, he would play nice with Xander. I'm sure Sarah is going to press both of them to try hard to behave like brothers. And I'm expecting another conversation where Sarah pulls Philip aside and says, he's on thin ice. She could expose him at any time, so these are the ground rules, something like that. Arnold is delighted on Wednesday when EJ needs his help, and of course it's to get Jada off of his butt. She saw Arnold come out of the secret door, thinks it's Rafe. He'll have to be scrambling to explain himself, and he needs him or he's going to have to let Rafe go. Thursday, January 16th, we've got Kristen catching Rachel being bad again. This kid is a legit brat. I don't know if she steals her phone back, turns the Wi-Fi on, tricks Harold into giving her his phone, the butler we never see. And Ava tries to call things off with Brady. I think it's too much Rachel drama, too much Kristen drama, too much emotional baggage for her. While Leo reveals troubling news to Marlena, and I wonder if he tells her that he's pretty sure that Javi's boyfriend is the new Lady W, and that's kind of a tricky thing since he already accused Javi of it. And now if he turns around and accuses his boyfriend, it might not be good optics. Tate surprises Holly with a romantic gesture, but I wonder if she is going to be interested or off-put because what's going on with Sophia and her budding interest in Doug 3. And Gabby tells Javi, cut Leo out of your life. You shouldn't even be his friend. And I wonder if she'll take it back when she finds out the truth about Carrie and how truly awful that he is. On Friday, January 17th, Doug is able to pay off his debts to those thugs. So hopefully he won't get beaten up again. I don't know if it was if y'all noticed this, but the way they did the blood on his face when he was beat up, it was just on the one side and it looked like a smiley face, like a Joker thing. I thought that was one of the worst pieces of, beat up face makeup that I have seen on days. I thought it was truly, truly ridiculous looking. Let me know what you think in the comments. So looks like Holly has come through for him because otherwise Doug didn't have any other way to get the money. Tate and Sophia have a doctor's appointment. They get to do an ultrasound of the baby with Kayla. And of course they're bonding. You got the heartbeats, you got the little nugget in there that you can see. And Holly notices that Tate Kate is slipping away from her and closer to Sophia. And as this pregnancy goes on, I'm sure that will continue. Leo has a plan to expose the new Lady W. Obviously, it's Carrie. I'm sure he figured this out. And of course, he's desperate to stop the leak. And Kristen barges in and interrupts Ava and Brady. She's in a panic, and I wonder if this is when she can't find Rachel. All right. Going into the week of the 20th through the 24th. So Leo accuses Carrie in front of Javi of being the new lady whistleblower. So he has set up this trap, and it looks like Carrie fell right into it. And there's the Rochester shirt. There's just a lot of things. And of course, I thought that Carrie was it for quite a while because he was in Leo's room. He got rejected. That rubbed him the wrong way. He is an uber fan of Lady W and jealous. And just, I think the guy is just basically crazy. Also, Alex has a talk with Joy, and they define their relationship. They're friends and they've slept together a couple of times. Is this just going to be a totally casual thing because they're not really supposed to be dating since they work together? Is it going to be non-exclusive? Is it going to be just, it is what it is? And it's going to be important because of another talk he has later this week. EJ and Arnold sit down to talk, and EJ lays out the details of his plan to deal with Rafe, to deal with Arnold, to deal with Jada. I don't know how he's going to get himself out of this. EJ is scrambling. Bonnie needs support, and she's going to get it from Alex and Justin. And I wonder if this is the week when she falls down that elevator shaft. Obviously, she's going to live, but something happens to her. We saw it in the Day of Days promo. And I need to look because there was a behind the scenes shot of Judy Evans with her arm in a sling. And it looked like she was in her personal clothing and not her Bonnie clothing. So I wonder if they did this because she fell in real life. I need to go do a little homework on that. So I just wonder if this is Crazy Whitley King who is back soon and set this fall up. We're also going to have Alex and Stephanie discussing their feelings for each other. So a couple of days prior, he has this talk with Joy. Then he finds out that Stephanie is done with Philip. And I just wonder if he's going to renege on Joy or if he is going to double dip and try and date them both. Meanwhile, Jada is grilling Carrie. I'm assuming this is not as, a soon-to-be member of the family, but in her capacity as the chief of police, because stealing all those scripts and everything off of Leo's laptop is definitely a crime. Plus, he may be the cupcake suspect. Brady comforts a very upset Kristen, and Sophia is fighting with her mom, Amy, and Ava finds herself stuck in the middle. Plus, Brady is very upset. He needs comfort, and of course, Ava is there for him. And Rachel has a strange encounter, a strange run-in. I wonder if she's hiding out underneath the mansion and runs into Rafe or Arnold or even both.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.